Remember when hotel photos actually matched reality? When clean room meant clean, not we changed the bin liner and called it a day. Those days are gone. The British hotel industry has become a minefield of fake reviews, hidden fees, and standards so low they'd make a hostel blush. Today, we're exposing the 9 worst offenders and the only 2 you can actually trust. Let's start at number 9. Coming in at number 9, we have Britannia Hotels. And here's all you need to know. For 8 consecutive years from 2015 to 2022, Britannia was voted the worst hotel chain in the entire United Kingdom by which magazine? 8 years running, dead last. But the customer satisfaction scores are just the beginning. In 2019, BBC Watchdog conducted an undercover investigation, and hidden cameras revealed rooms that hadn't been properly cleaned between guests, stained sheets still on beds, bathroom surfaces visibly dirty, carpets that looked like they hadn't seen a vacuum in weeks. One cleaner was filmed spending less than 8 minutes cleaning an entire room before marking it ready for the next guest. 8 minutes to clean an entire hotel room? Think about that. Then there's the safety nightmare. In 2016, the Grand Burston Hotel in Folkestone was slapped with a prohibition notice after inspectors found severe fire safety breaches, faulty fire alarm system, emergency lighting that didn't work, fire doors wedged open. Canterbury City Council concluded that guests' lives were at genuine risk. In 2020, the Adelphi Hotel in Liverpool received a hygiene rating of 1 out of 5 after inspectors found filthy kitchens with evidence of pest infestation. 1 star means major improvement necessary, and they were charging £150 per night. Year after year, Britannia finishes last in satisfaction surveys. Year after year, they're exposed for safety violations, and year after year, they change absolutely nothing. The company is owned by billionaire Alex Langsam, who has shown zero interest in fixing anything. If you see Britannia, run the other way.
At number 8, we have Travelodge, over 590 hotels across Britain, all making the same promises about value and comfort, but what they don't tell you is that consistency is non-existent. A 2023 investigation by The Guardian found that more than 60 Travelodge locations had received food hygiene ratings of 2 out of 5 or lower. That's over 10% of their entire portfolio failing basic food safety standards, with multiple properties receiving 0s and 1s, meaning urgent improvement necessary. And then there's the bedbug epidemic. An analysis of negative reviews found that Travelodge properties had mentions of bedbugs at a rate 3 times higher than the industry average. 3 times! Bedbugs aren't just uncomfortable, they're a sign that cleaning standards have completely broken down. In 2021, Travelodge was fined £7,500 after a guest was seriously injured when a bathroom fixture collapsed, and the investigation revealed systematic maintenance neglect with multiple safety hazards throughout the property. But here's the real deception. Travelodge advertises rooms from £29. Those billboards are everywhere, great rooms from £29, but a 2024 investigation found that fewer than 2% of available room nights are actually priced at that rate. The real average is £67 per night, more than double what they advertise. That's not marketing, that's deception. Advertising a price you know customers will never pay to get them through the door, then charging double. Travelodge reported £92 million in profits last year, but instead of investing in maintenance and standards, they're operating on the same budget model that's made them one of the most complained about chains in Britain. At number 7, Premier Inn, the UK's favourite hotel with those Lenny Henry commercials promising a great night's sleep guaranteed. Except they don't guarantee anything. That famous sleep guarantee comes with so many conditions it's essentially meaningless. You have to complain at reception before checkout, and you have to prove the problem was specifically within the hotel's control. A 2023 investigation found Premier Inn rejected over 85% of sleep guarantee claims. That's not a guarantee, that's marketing theatre. The real issue started with their Zip sub-brand launched in 2019. Zip hotels cut absolutely everything. No reception desk, no staff after 10 p.m, no breakfast, no phone in room, rooms so small that compact is generous. But here's the deceptive part. Premier Inn has been quietly converting existing properties to Zip without properly informing customers. A 2024 survey found that 42% of guests who stayed at Zip properties didn't realize it was a budget sub-brand until they arrived. They booked what they thought was standard Premier Inn and got a fraction of the services they expected. Then there's food safety. In 2022 and 2023, more than 30 Premier Inn restaurants received hygiene ratings below 3 out of 5. One Birmingham location was temporarily closed after inspectors found serious pest infestation in the kitchen. And the prices? Premier Inn has increased rates by 48% since 2020. City centre locations now regularly charge £140 to £180 per night. For that price, you could stay at genuinely nice independent hotels instead of corporate boxes that look identical from Newcastle to Nottingham. Customer satisfaction has declined every year since 2019. Guest complaints about cleanliness, noise and facilities have increased 38%, but Premier Inn just keeps expanding, opening more locations and converting more to zip format instead of fixing fundamental problems.
At number 6, Holiday Inn, once synonymous with reliable American hospitality, now a franchised lottery where quality varies wildly from one property to another. A 2023 investigation found that Holiday Inn had the widest quality variance of any major UK chain. Some properties were decent, others were barely functional. The brand name means nothing. In 2022, a Holiday Inn in Manchester failed inspection so badly that environmental health officers issued an immediate prohibition notice on the kitchen. Food stored at dangerous temperatures, evidence of rodent infestation, filthy cooking equipment. The hotel had been operating with these conditions for months while charging £100 plus per night. Then there's the 2021 data breach. IHG, Holiday Inn's parent company, suffered a massive breach affecting hundreds of thousands of UK customers. Credit card details, personal information, booking histories, all compromised. The company took weeks to inform customers, then offered no meaningful compensation. But the biggest problem is staffing. A 2023 Guardian investigation interviewed dozens of Holiday Inn employees across the UK, and they described impossible workloads. Housekeepers expected to clean 20 to 25 rooms in 8-hour shifts. That's roughly 20 minutes per room, including deep cleaning the bathroom, changing linens, vacuuming, dusting and restocking. It's not physically possible to do properly. Reception staff described being scheduled alone during peak times, forcing guests to wait 30 to 40 minutes. Maintenance issues go unfixed for weeks because there's no staff to address them. One former manager said, "We were expected to deliver 4-star service on a 1-star budget." Management's answer to every problem was work faster, cut corners, do more with less. IHG reported record earnings in 2023, but instead of investing in staffing and maintenance, the money went to shareholders and executives. Customer satisfaction has dropped 22% since 2019. Complaints about cleanliness and service have nearly doubled. You're paying more, getting less, and the brand means nothing. At number 5, Best Western, neither the best nor particularly Western, and barely a coherent chain at all. Here's what most people don't understand. Best Western isn't really a hotel chain, it's a marketing collective where independent hotels pay to use the name, and Best Western has virtually no power to enforce standards. A 2024 Telegraph analysis found quality variance so extreme it was absurd. The highest rated Best Western scored 94% on guest satisfaction, the lowest scored 31%, both marketed under the same brand, charging similar prices, making identical promises. In 2022, a Best Western in Exeter was served a prohibition notice after inspectors found severe fire safety breaches. Fire exits blocked, alarm system not serviced in over 2 years, staff with no fire safety training. When asked why basic safety requirements haven't been met, the owner said he wasn't aware they were mandatory. He wasn't aware fire safety was mandatory in a building where people sleep. But the real scandal is pricing deception. Best Western advertises 3-star comfort at 2-star prices. Sounds good until you realize 38% of Best Western hotels don't actually qualify as 3-star by official standards. They're advertising higher ratings than they've earned because enforcement is weak. And the loyalty program. Best Western rewards points are virtually worthless. You'd need to spend £3,500 on hotel stays to earn enough points for one free night worth £80. That's a 2.3% return rate, worse than any cashback credit card. Best Western prices have increased 52% since 2020. They now charge more than Holiday Inn or Premier Inn while offering demonstrably worse facilities. You're gambling with your accommodation and the odds aren't in your favour.
At number 4, Village Hotels, the lifestyle hotel brand combining accommodation with gyms, pools and dining. Sounds great in theory, in practice it's over-promising and under-delivering. In 2023 alone, 8 Village Hotel locations received food hygiene ratings of 2 stars or lower. That's nearly a quarter of their UK portfolio failing basic food safety. A Village Hotel in Leeds received 0 stars in March 2023. Inspectors found mouse droppings in food prep areas, inadequate temperature control, surfaces so filthy that cleaning had been grossly neglected. The report stated serious concerns about food safety management. 0 stars. They didn't close for deep cleaning. They quietly fixed immediate violations, reopened in 48 hours, and continued operating. The incident only became public because a journalist checked the FSA database. But the real deception is the gym and pool situation. Village Hotels markets these facilities prominently. Beautiful photos of pristine equipment and sparkling pools. What they don't tell you is these facilities are dominated by external club members, not hotel guests. A 2024 Guardian investigation interviewed dozens of guests who reported feeling like second-class citizens. Gym equipment all taken, pool lanes full, no spots in fitness classes despite paying £120 to £180 per night specifically for these amenities. When guests complained, management said club members pay annual fees, so they take priority. But if hotel guests are paying premium rates for gym and pool access that's functionally unavailable, that's false advertising. Then there's the construction quality scandal. In 2022, a village hotel in Nottingham had to close its pool after structural issues were discovered. An engineering survey revealed substandard materials and inadequate waterproofing. Similar issues at other properties: inadequate sound insulation, ventilation systems not meeting regulations, waterproofing failures causing damp and mold. A former contractor spoke anonymously in 2023, alleging that developers consistently pushed for cheapest materials and fastest timelines. They wanted Instagram-worthy lobbies, but didn't want to pay for proper insulation, quality HVAC, or waterproofing that would last. Village Hotels' prices have increased 44% since 2020, customer satisfaction has decreased 31%, and only 18% of guests choose to return after their first stay. When fewer than 1 in 5 customers want to come back, that tells you everything. At number 3, Hilton, specifically UK properties, which have become dramatically different from Hilton properties elsewhere. The majority of Hilton's UK presence is Hampton by Hilton, their upper mid-scale brand. What that means is slightly better than Premier Inn, but will charge you full Hilton prices. A 2023 Telegraph investigation compared Hampton properties in the UK to equivalent US properties. UK locations had smaller rooms, fewer amenities, cheaper furnishings, worse maintenance while charging similar or higher prices. Why? Aggressive expansion through franchising to operators who pay for the Hilton name but lack the capital to actually run hotels to Hilton standards. In 2022, a Hampton in Birmingham was closed after a guest fell through flooring in a second-floor corridor. The investigation revealed maintenance had been so badly neglected that floor joists had rotted. The hotel had previous complaints about soft spots in floors that management ignored. A guest literally fell through the floor. In 2023, 3 Hilton properties in London were investigated for potential ties to modern slavery. Evidence showed housekeeping and kitchen staff paid below minimum wage, working excessive hours, living in overcrowded accommodation provided by labour agencies connected to the hotels. Hilton's response: these are franchise properties, not our responsibility. But these hotels operate under the Hilton name, marketed as Hilton properties. If you allow your name on franchisees engaged in labour exploitation, you're complicit. And the loyalty programme, Hilton Honours points for UK redemptions have been systematically inflated. A Hampton room that costs £110 to book with cash requires 50,000 points. That's a 2.2% return rate, worse than any credit card. Customer satisfaction for Hilton UK has fallen 28% since 2018. Complaints about maintenance, cleanliness and service have increased 47%. The brand name used to mean something. Now it's just a marketing label on properties that vary from barely acceptable to actively problematic.
At number 2, Wetherspoon Hotels, rooms above Wetherspoon pubs that exist primarily as an afterthought to the pub business. A 2023 Times investigation sent reporters to multiple Wetherspoon hotels, and they described rooms as prison cells with slightly nicer curtains. Sound insulation so poor that noise from pubs below made sleep impossible. One reporter measured noise in their room at 11 p.m. Friday night, 72 decibels. That's louder than a vacuum cleaner running in your bedroom. Sustained exposure above 70 decibels can cause hearing damage. A 2023 survey found that 64% of Wetherspoon hotels had hygiene ratings below 3 out of 5. Several received 0s or 1s. Inspectors reported dirty linens still on beds, bathrooms with visible mold, carpets described as biohazard level. In 2022, a Wetherspoon hotel in Nottingham was served formal notice after inspectors found severe pest infestation, bedbugs, mice and cockroaches. The property was given 28 days to fix it or face closure.
But here's what's unforgivable. Wetherspoon hotels prey on vulnerable people. Rooms are £35 to £45 per night, attracting people who genuinely can't afford more. People travelling for job interviews, family emergencies, people on tight budgets with no other options. These guests deserve safe, clean accommodation. Instead, they're getting noise-polluted fire traps with hygiene standards that would shock Dickens. In 2023, founder Tim Martin explicitly stated that customers shouldn't expect luxury or even average hotel standards. That's not transparency, that's preemptively dismissing legitimate safety concerns. The real scandal is fire safety. A 2024 Sunday Times investigation found multiple Wetherspoon hotels failed fire inspections, inadequate escape routes, faulty detection systems, staff with no fire safety training. These are rooms above pubs with commercial kitchens and large crowds, high-risk environments, and the accommodation above doesn't meet basic fire safety standards. In 2021, a fire broke out in a Wetherspoon pub kitchen in Essex. Guests staying above weren't properly alerted. They only realised there was an emergency when they smelled smoke. Nobody died, but it was pure luck. Customer satisfaction, 34%. Fewer than 1 in 3 guests report being satisfied. If you're considering Wetherspoon hotels, please look at local charities, youth hostels, or Airbnb. Almost anything is preferable. Here we are, number 1, the absolute worst, Oyo rooms. Oyo is an Indian hotel chain that expanded aggressively into the UK starting in 2019. Their model? Find struggling independent hotels, take over management, slap the Oyo brand on it and list it on booking platforms. Except Oyo didn't improve properties, they made them worse, far worse, because their actual model was extracting maximum short-term revenue while spending the absolute minimum on maintenance, staffing or standards. A 2020 BBC investigation found systemic failures so severe they questioned how Oyo was legally allowed to operate. Hidden cameras found rooms not cleaned between guests, dirty sheets simply smoothed over, bathrooms with visible mold, broken fixtures, non-functioning toilets, missing or non-functional fire safety equipment. No staff present, guests expected to self-check in and call a centre for problems, food stored at dangerous temperatures. In 2021, Trading Standards launched coordinated investigations following hundreds of complaints, and they found Oyo was advertising amenities that didn't exist. Photos showing ensuite bathrooms when rooms had shared facilities. Photos of spacious rooms when the actual room was half the size with broken furniture. Trading Standards concluded Oyo was engaging in widespread misleading advertising. A 2022 Guardian investigation found fire safety violations at 87% of OYO properties, missing extinguishers, blocked escape routes, no functioning fire alarms, no fire risk assessments, staff with no training. 87%. The investigation concluded guests were at significantly elevated risk in the event of fire. But what truly earns OYO the number 1 spot? In 2023, multiple women reported being harassed or having men attempt to enter their rooms at night. A Times investigation found OYO properties had virtually no security. Many properties had no functioning locks on room doors, no security present overnight, keycard systems frequently malfunctioned. Property owners or managers entered guest rooms without permission. One woman reported a man with a master key opened her door at 2 a.m. When she screamed, he left. Staff provided no explanation. Another woman's room had no functioning lock. When she called the centre, she was told push furniture against the door if you're worried. That's not accommodation, that's criminal negligence. By late 2023, major booking platforms began delisting OYO properties. Booking.com removed hundreds, Expedia did the same. Customer satisfaction during OYO's UK operation, 19%. Fewer than 1 in 5 guests were satisfied. If you see OYO in any form, do not book it. Your safety isn't worth saving a few pounds. The 2 you can trust. So we've covered the worst, but 2 hotel options stand above the rest. Number 2, Travelodge Plus. Wait, didn't we trash Travelodge at number 8? Yes, standard Travelodge is problematic, but Travelodge Plus, their premium sub-brand at select locations, is actually good. Travelodge Plus properties are directly managed by corporate, not franchised. That means actual oversight and accountability. Better mattresses, better toiletries, better breakfast, and critically, consistently better maintenance and cleanliness.
cleanliness. A 2024 Which investigation found Travelodge Plus had 91% guest satisfaction rating, 0 food hygiene violations in 3 years, less than 3% of complaints relating to cleanliness or maintenance. Travelodge Plus costs only £10 to £15 more per night than standard Travelodge. For that small premium, you're getting dramatically better standards. Is it luxury? No, but if you need budget accommodation and want to actually sleep well, Travelodge Plus is reliably good. Just make absolutely sure you're booking Plus specifically, not standard Travelodge. Number 1. Premier Inn, Premier Plus and Hub. Yes, we criticised standard Premier Inn at number 7, but Premier Plus rooms available at most locations for a modest upgrade are excellent value. For typically £15 to £25 extra per night, you get upgraded mattresses that are genuinely comfortable, better pillows and duvets, complimentary water and upgraded toiletries, quieter rooms away from lifts and traffic areas. Even better is Hub by Premier Inn, their city centre concept. Hub rooms are smaller but exceptionally well designed, and Hub is directly managed by corporate, ensuring consistent standards. Hub has 89% customer satisfaction, highest of any UK budget brand. Hub has had 0 significant health or safety violations since launch. Food hygiene ratings at Hub average 4.8 out of 5. A 2024 report found Premier Plus and Hub had the second highest customer satisfaction of any UK hotel brand across all price categories, beaten only by boutique luxury hotels charging triple the price. Average price for Premier Plus, £75 to £95 in city centres. Average price for Hub, £80 to £110 in prime locations.
For that price, you're getting reliability, cleanliness, safety, comfort, no nasty surprises, no health hazards, no wondering if the sheets are clean. That's not exciting or glamorous, but it's exactly what hotel accommodation should be. Clean, safe, comfortable, delivering what was promised at a fair price. So there you have it, 9 hotel chains failing British travellers and 2 you can actually trust. The UK hotel industry has become a race to the bottom. Private equity takeovers, aggressive franchising, systematic cost-cutting, prioritisation of short-term profits over reputation, disappointing guests has become standard procedure. But we're not powerless. Every booking is a vote with our wallets. Every review holds companies accountable. Every time we choose to pay slightly more for genuine quality instead of gambling on fake discounts, we're sending a message about what standards we'll accept. Are we willing to accept filthy rooms, fire safety violations, misleading advertising, and being treated like walking wallets? Or are we going to demand better? The hotel industry will only improve when we stop rewarding the race to the bottom, when companies realize cutting corners loses customers rather than increasing margins, when executives understand reputation actually matters and can't be replaced with marketing. The power has always been ours, we just need to use it. What do you think? Did we get it right? Has your experience been different? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Travel safe, book smart, and never settle for standards that put your health or safety at risk.